Hi, I'm Dr. Rodney St. with Ryan Lawn and Tree, and I'm here with Heather Markway, horticulturist at Ryan Lawn and Tree, and we're here to talk about poinsettias. Tell me, where did these come from and why do we do these at holidays?
Sure. The poinsettia is actually native to Mexico. In the 1800s, U.S. Ambassador last name Poinsett actually introduced them to the United States, and ever since we've used them as a traditional holiday plant.
I see, and I'm familiar with the red one. I've seen some of the pink ones. Are these different varieties, or what's the story behind this?
Yeah, absolutely. Basically, they came in red, and through genetic breeding and mutations, different varieties can come about. You see some are speckled, some are variegated. We even have a white one. So they come in all different variations and even some different leaf shapes as well.
All right. One question I have as a plant nerd, I guess. Are these flowers or what are these things?
Sure.
The colored parts anyway.
Right, yeah, that's a common misconception. These are actually called bracts. It's a modified leaf. Right. And the actual flower, no, it's not a flower. They do have flowers, and you'll see this little yellow part right here. That is actually the flower of the plant. It's called cyathea.
Okay. So they're pretty now. How do I keep them pretty all winter long?
Sure, absolutely. Poinsettias, as far as their needs, they require bright and direct sunlight. So if you put a mirror window, that is okay. Just keep them away from the cold window.
Not right in the sunlight.
Yeah, don't put it directly in the sunlight. East-facing or north-facing window is best. Just don't let them touch the window. They are cold sensitive and heat sensitive, so you don't want to take them out in the cold unless you've got them wrapped up and covered. If you're going to transport them, put them in a plastic bag, tie it up, and then if you're transporting them, put them in a warm vehicle, have the vehicle warmed up. Also keep them away from heater vents and ducts in the house because they don't like the hot drafts. As far as watering, they are sensitive to water needs. They don't like soggy roots. It will cause their leaves to shrivel up and they'll die. What you can do is a lot of times they'll come in this decorative foil that you see around this one. Make sure that you have holes poked in the bottom so that the water can escape. And what I typically do is I take my poinsettia to the sink and I run water through the pot, and you want to make sure, how you know you've got enough water is if you've got water draining through the drainage hole.
Anything other tips you want to tell me about poinsettias?
You know, a lot of people will try to make them rebloom, and you know, I kind of have a green thumb, and I will say I've never attempted to because it's easier just to go out and buy a new one every year. It is a long process. With keeping it dark, they're photoperiodic. To make them turn the color, you have to have so many hours of darkness, and sometimes it's just easier to go buy a new one rather than try to make it rebloom.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Heather.
Thanks.
And if you want more information, check us out at ryanlawn.com.